invite you to settle into your space, your place, wherever you are. And whatever settle means for you. So that could mean if you're in a chair, sitting with your feet firmly placed on the ground. It could mean relaxing your shoulders. It could mean if you are in a place of grounding, your hands may be face down on your lap. It could mean releasing any tension in your neck, in your face, in your jaw, and finding that comfortable space. And together we're going to take 3 deep breaths to reset ourselves. And I invite you to consider what you'd like or need to release in this moment to be fully present, and what you want to take in and inhale into your body to be fully present in this moment. And as you consider that and set that intention, I'll guide us through the 3 deep breaths in through our nose and out through our mouth. And we'll begin with a deep inhale through your nose, inhaling all that you wish to bring in at this moment. Fill your lungs, hold the breath. And now release, deep exhale or sigh through your mouth, releasing anything you need to let go of. And a second time, deep inhale through your nose, fill your lungs, hold it. And a deep exhale. And finally, let's take this last deep inhale through our nose, possibly the biggest inhale you've taken all day. Fill your lungs, hold it. And a last deep sigh, release, final release of any residue of anything that you still may be holding. And as we come back to this space and our intention in this moment, we bring presence and we wiggle our fingers, our toes, and flutter your eyes open and come back to the space. Welcome back.
Thank you, Myra. Ooh, and I'm so glad that we are bringing everybody into how we open up every beyonding conversation. And so I am in Zen right now. And cannot wait to have this conversation. So let me introduce the guests that we have today. We are joined today by somebody who is an innovator. She is a healer. She is an entrepreneur. She is a creative practitioner. She is a mastermind. Like, she has defined what natural hair beauty is for a generation. She is now adding author to her list of roles. And this person is Felicia Leatherwood. If you do not know who Felicia Leatherwood is, let me tell you. You may know her as the lead hairstylist for the one and only Issa Rae.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who has been a celebrity hairstylist, a hairstylist for 3 decades now, and a celebrity hairstylist for not only Issa Rae, but people like, I don't know, maybe you've heard of Viola Davis, maybe you've heard of Lenny Kravitz, maybe you've heard of Jill Scott, you know, Ryan Michelle Bath, Ava DuVernay, Anthony Hamilton, or Anthony Anderson. The list goes on, and we could stop there. We could stop there, and it would be someone we would just want to lean in and learn more about. But what's so amazing about this exceptional human being is that she is not only a master of her craft in that space, she has created she is an entrepreneur. So not only for herself, but she has created a platform for other hairstylists and makeup artists to service celebrities around the country. She is also an innovator, a patented innovator who has a line of styling products. And she is also an incredible spirit human being who recently wrote the book Root Therapy. There's so much. I mean, we could go on and on, but I'm just going to stop there.
Ooh, that was good.
Because Felicia, you are one of one, and welcome.
You hooked me up. I mean, I was like, okay, I need to just have this recording in my pocket. Just play it.
Just play it. Just play it. Just replay it.
Thank you. That was wonderful. Thank you for the accolades. I really appreciate that. It's so good to be here with the both of you. And I don't know your audience, but I know just looking at your faces and the beauty and the smiles and what you bring, they look forward to these conversations every time. Every time. They have to. You guys are amazing already to me.
Thank you. From your mouth to God's ears.
Yes, we receive that.
One thing that I really appreciate about you, Felicia, that I've recognized since we first met back in, I guess it was 2022 when we first met, I believe.
Man, time was fast.
I know. Your energy is just incredible. I mean, you are a very genuine person who is genuine in the best way, like authentic, but like one of those people who, when you're with them, you know that they're with you, right? And that your energy is palpable. Like, and for me, from the outside looking in, it feels like you are really cognizant about the energy you keep. So I'm curious, the real, like, is that true? Like, is that true? And when you think about your energy and the energy that you surround yourself with, like, what comes up for you?
So life is so great because there's all these things you go through when you're young that don't always feel good, but there's so much for your benefit. And what they do is they stretch you out and they strengthen you, meaning that there's muscles and thoughts and patterns and emotions that you get to exercise when you're young that you don't actually have the definition or the language for as you're older, like until you get older. So what I mean by that, when I was in my teenage years, my 20s, we hung out, we partied, was at the club, drinking, you ate whatever, all of that. You maybe had drama with your friend or your man or whoever's man friend you didn't like. Oh, we're not friends with them no more, so none of us are friends anymore. It's like weird stuff. And so as you grow older, you start to recognize, at least for me, that a lot of that stuff is made up. Actually not real or doesn't have to be in your life. And so once you come to the realization that you don't have to keep that same thing going and you realize it doesn't feel good either, then you want to change something. And usually your friends are the biggest part of that. When you want to change your friends or your family, and you know that's not an easy thing and it weighs on you, but your spirit needs it, your spirit will devise a way for these people to just go. They just
that's true.
Sometimes blow up and cause some kind of crazy drama that you're like, what just happened? And we'll question it. Don't question it. Don't even get in your head. Be like, you know what? That was a time and space.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna go over here and mind my business. Because a lot of times those people who blew up will often come back to you at some point and say, I was going through something. I apologize.
Mhm.
And I have spent my wheels wondering what happened and what did I do? What did I say? And it was none of that. It wasn't me.
Mm.
Something they had to do. So
Yeah.
you get stretched out. You start to strengthen and understand that you don't have to take it personal. You don't have to accept these people as friends. Some of your family members, you can love them from afar, and it's okay. No one's judging you but yourself.
Yeah.
So for me,
Mm.
knowing that, I don't have to stay in the same room with people that don't feel good to me. And it's not personal, it's just what I need for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they kind of float away after you keep exercising that and stretching that and strengthening that. Those people float
Mhm.
away. It
Yeah.
becomes easier.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good.
Already dropping wisdom, so much
Okay.
wisdom.
Yeah.
I'm
You-
curious, and I want to take it back a little bit. You are often called the hair whisperer, which is, such a term of wisdom, right? It's at the master level of what you do. And I'm wondering, how did you get started? Like, how did you know
Love it.
hair was your thing?
Now we're talking about root therapy.
Okay,
Talk
let's
about
go
it.
there.
Into this book that Simon and Schuster and Corinne Corbett helped me to really get out there. So this book is all about how that happened. And
Mm.
really, one of the biggest factors of that, Kim Coles from Living Single,
Mm-hmm.
she would come to me and sit in my chair. And when people sit in my chair, a lot of times the hair and I, not a lot of time, all the time, we have a connection, not even with the person. It's me and the hair.
Huh.
It makes me get a little emotional too,
Mm.
because writing this book was a lot of stories from people who sat in my chair, and they shared these stories of trauma growing up, and which shaped their confidence and their self-esteem. Their self-esteem was hit really bad based on their hair texture or their skin complexion.
Mm.
So when people sit in my chair, I would look at the hair, and the hair would either back up, like I could feel it flinch, and I'm like, what's going on?
Mm.
And the hair would say, I've been abused. I don't know who to trust.
Mm.
Things haven't been right. And sometimes the hair would say, I don't mean to tell on her, but she don't wrap me up at night.
Oof.
It sounds funny, but it literally is like, she ain't telling you the truth right now. She telling you she do this, but she don't really do that. Look at me. So
Mm.
I started saying to the women, I could see like the diet, the stress, the exercise, if it was happening or not, too much sugar, too much salt. Sometimes I could feel intuitively if they needed to go have blood work done because maybe there's an autoimmune situation happening.
Felicia, in just by their hair sitting in your chair.
Yeah.
So, okay. So when did I'm realizing in this moment how gifted you are as an intuitive. And so I'm thinking about like people like the medical medium. Like this is this is what you. So when did you discover your intuitive gifts?
I think they really came into fruition right when I was honing in, and I would take a chance. I'm telling you something right now. Spirit, boy, when you connect it will back you up. It will back you up. You will question your abilities and yourself, and it will say, no, you got this.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Sometimes it will push you. There's so many times I was like, I'm not going to say that. And then blah, blah, blah. I said, I wasn't going to say that. There's other times where Spiritually, you're about to cross the street spiritually, and something's coming that you're going to get hit with. So spirit will put a hand in front of me, not yet. And
Mm-hmm.
then you're waiting. And you're like, why am I waiting? What is going on? Not yet. Not yet. Okay, now go. Now say it. Now do the thing. So I really spent a lot of time, y'all, growing up with my own trauma, turning that into self-reflection, asking to constantly, even today, every day, I want to have self-awareness and do something about what I become aware of, whether it's good or bad. I go to the grocery store, and the way I shop, I put everything I like in the basket. Then when I get to the front, I go, actually, I don't need this. I don't really want this. You know, you had sugar the other day. You don't need that. So it's the same in my life. It's like when I do the self-awareness, my intake form is what am I keeping and what am I going to release out of my basket? And so I learned through doing hair and talking to people that I had this gift by the spirit pushing me to speak on it. And then the person would go, oh my God. I would say, do you have a loss in the family? And I'm not even professing to be, you can't make an appointment and call me and I just read you your life. It's not that, you know, I'm not a psychic in that way, but something with me in the hair. And I would say to the person, did you just lose someone? They go, father just passed away.
Wow.
Did you just go through a divorce? And they go, yeah, I just had a really hard breakup. Or my child just, you know, went to jail. He was a college student. We're trying to figure things out. There was so much. There's so much. And there's so much in our community that are stories that we hear that we've gotten used to these stories, but they're not okay.
Yeah.
Stuff we're dealing with as people of color.
Right.
And people think, oh, that's just how they live. No. So I've had men sit in my chair, hair loss. I've had men cry in my arms, hair loss. I've had women, people losing hair after COVID, a lot of people. And at some point, hopefully they'll, you know, uncover what that was, what the gene is that was missing. So after having conversations and the affirmations from the people, just getting affirmed and affirmed, I was like, okay, something's going on. And then Alice Walker, Color Purple, my friend, good friends with her. She kept saying, I want you to meet Alice. She's going to love you. And she said this for years. But Alice she didn't live here. I don't know if she lived on an island in Hawaii or she was in Mexico, but she didn't live here. One day she comes to town. My friend's like, you got to come right now and meet her. I go meet Alice Walker. She was dressed like a beautiful African princess, or not even a princess. She was a queen. Like she had this amazing robe on and these African beads that like just adorn her whole neck and her hair, and she's just amazing. And she has this presence when she enters the room. You're like,
yes, like mother. She is just like a goddess, right?
So she comes and she looks at me and she walks slowly and she comes and she goes, oh my God. She's like, your ancestors are so proud of the work you're doing. Ooh. She's like, you were on the right path. You gave this gift, and they're so happy that you were doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing with it. I was done. I was crying. She was crying. My friend was crying.
I'm done.
So that sealed it for me. I was like, I'm walking in this. That's it.
It's like a higher order. You know, when as you were talking, I was thinking, oh, it's like reading the tea leaves. You're reading the hair. You know, and I'm like, do you have to be physically there with the hair to read them?
No, not all the time. I found that out during COVID. I used to do this Zoom live. Well, it was live that turned into Zoom called Get Cute While Quarantined with Felicia Leatherwood. A lot of celebrities who I did not know had my number.
Mhm.
So was FaceTiming me. People I hadn't even never worked with before. They were
Wow.
FaceTiming me and they were saying, "Hey, I got your number from such and such. I don't know what to do with my hair. I don't have my stylist." So there's people who never do their hair, right? We don't know their life.
Right.
But but their stylist always did it and they didn't know what to do because we couldn't be together. We were
Mm.
quarantined. So start doing these lives, then it turned to Zoom. And then what happened was I accidentally pressed the button for everybody to see each other and I couldn't get them off. It was like 50 people on this Zoom. And this lady never saw her hair curl up like you guys' hair. She'd been wearing, just covering up, really, just
Yeah.
covering, straightening it, doing. So I showed her how to bring her texture alive on her own,
Mm.
on Zoom. I also looked in her eyes and I knew she was dealing with something.
Mhm.
Talked later off camera, but on Zoom, she cried when she saw her texture, and all the women were crying and they were like, "Oh my God, this is amazing."
Mm.
And it became like a thing. And she told me off camera that the pandemic had really took her out.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Relationship and a lot of things were falling apart for her. And she's like, "You could see that in my," she's like, "I was smiling." I said, "Yeah, but sometimes through our smiles, there's sadness." So,
Mhm.
you know, so
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's a great reminder too that so much of our identity sometimes is held in our hair, right? And we've been taught, especially if you're in these United States, that natural hair for people of color is not appropriate or it's offensive in some way, depending on how you choose to wear your hair. All of these things, these messages that we've been taught, tend to have us acting in a way like straightening our hair, right? Not being comfortable with our natural texture. I've now wore my hair natural for probably 20 plus years. And I remember before that, I was straightening my hair and I was having so much difficulty with keeping it healthy. But I continued, knowing it wasn't healthy, to use relaxers, to use a lot of heat to straighten it because I wanted to have this image, that mainstream media tells us is appropriate, right? But the moment I cut my hair and started wearing it naturally, there was something about my confidence and self-awareness and self-identity that elevated to a place I can't even explain. And I wonder too how that connects with people, like how our identity is so tied into our hair and how sometimes we're misinformed and misled that it should look a certain way outside of our natural texture. Have you experienced that a lot?
Fruit therapy. Back to the book. That is also a part of a lot of these stories and a
Mm.
lot of what the conversation is that I realize the identity because for me, even in my stories in the book, and it's not all about me, but I would change my hairstyle with every relationship.
Mm.
Mm.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna wear the Janet Jackson look now. Oh, I'm gonna do Nia Long. Okay.
Ah.
Tony Braxton. And they didn't all work out, but I realized that I would change my hair. And the moment I realized that I had messed up was when I met this one brother. I had a weave. I
Mhm.
had like some kind of curly, straight, long weave. And I knew the next day I was gonna cut my hair off and wear it like
Mhm.
slick to my head. Like Jada Pinkett. Remember when Jada Pinkett had
Mhm.
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 Lay Down Dirty Shame? And so I met the guy and we talked. He was just fine. The man was fine. Police officer. And we dated for like 3, 4 months, maybe.
Mhm.
And the day he broke up with me, he said, "I don't like women with short hair.
Mm.
And I didn't
Oh,
know you
come
were going
on.
to cut your hair."
Mm.
So although we had a great connection everywhere else, that hair messed him up when he saw me.
Mm.
That is wild.
Mm.
That we as people have gotten so caught up in what we've been taught
Mhm.
about the value of somebody's, even worthiness of a relationship because of what
Yeah.
their hair looks like.
But so
Wow.
many women go through that.
Yeah.
And he actually ended up being with a woman beautiful with long hair, but she was crazy as I don't know what. So he came back and was like, I messed up.
You
I'm,
think?
I'm shallow. He was like, I'm shallow. Now that I've been over here dealing with crazy, beautiful and crazy, I see so
Yeah.
that was like, all right, bro, fine.
Mhm.
But there was a woman who came, she was pregnant. She wanted her hair braided. She could not do her hair, and she was bedridden pregnant. Like she couldn't be out long.
Mhm.
And she's like, I can't have my arms up. I can't keep doing my hair.
Ooh.
And I want braids, but my husband can't stand braids.
Mm.
He told me that he was going to put me on the couch and I would have to sleep on the couch if I came home with braids. So what hairstyle can you give me where it's like braids, but it's not, but it'll last because I'm about to have this baby. I can't. She's pregnant. And this
Mm.
man told her this.
Mm.
How did you navigate that? Or do we need to read the book?
But also, like in the book, a lot of the conversations that are hard where I've had to like figure out what to say is when I start praying.
Mm.
That's when I'm like, I'm gonna need you to give me the words because I don't know what to say right now. This is upsetting. And so, I keep a really good positive attitude. And my hope for her was that there were two things. I hope she was exaggerating about this man because I just don't see him being a great person to be around, period.
Mm.
Yeah.
This is the control you're having over your wife who's pregnant. So I just was like, I hope she finds whatever voice she needs to find to be as strong as she needs to be for herself in the future. And that's what I'll just say a little prayer. And that's what I leave it as. And I do my job.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure so much that I'm learning about you, Felicia. And
Because we don't get a chance to like
I know,
spend this kind of time. We're usually like an event or doing something.
yeah.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah. What do you love most about the work that you do in the world?
Speaking to people, speaking on stages and panels. And I love being unassuming. Meaning that people just like she's a hairstylist.
Mm.
Hey, you seen one hairstylist.
It's like, oh, they have no idea. They
Yeah.
have no idea.
I love that I'm so passionate that it goes beyond the hair and it comes out. I don't know what I'm going to say when I get in front of people, but I know what I can trust it. I know I can trust it because it's from a higher space that is more purposeful in terms of healing the masses. And so I love going and just talking to folks, Sometimes I go to the store. I used to go in Target on the beauty aisle. That's always a tongue twister. Beauty aisle. And I would see women kind of like trying to figure it out. And I just go talk to them. Sometimes they're like, this woman's crazy. I'm okay. And other times they're like, oh my God, I don't know what to get. I don't know what. And they're looking at like Tracy Ellis Ross pattern, which is great.
Yeah.
But their hair is like Issa Rae's. So I need to direct you over here to Sienna Naturals. I need you. Oh, you got curly, greasy, coily, whatever. Let's go see the do. This product brand. Okay, let's go over here. Donna's recipe. You got course, so I love
Yeah.
I'm a nerd, y'all. I'm a nerd. I will go in there and I will be talking to people at the beauty supply.
I
Yeah.
love it. So, okay. So Myra and I, we have different hair textures. Where would you direct us?
Ooh, yes.
For sure. First of all, I would tell you, Kailei, I feel like you would like things that are more organic. I don't know why. I feel
Mhm,
like they would
mhm.
need to have things that have a more pure ingredient. So it wouldn't just be a shelfie product. It might be Rizzo Curls, who I think is great. Curlsmith. And I've known them before they became big. So I know that they have
Mm.
integrity with their products. It would be Wonder Curls, but I don't know if she's still in business. And you
Mhm.
guys have the same hair. I know that she put great ingredients in her products. And so
Mm.
I would direct you more than, and no shade to some of the others,
Right, right.
but I just looking at your skin, because I always look at people's skin and their complexion in terms of the smoothness. And I can tell that you eat good things. So you
Mhm.
have to follow a regimen for your hair to have the same type
Mm.
of treatment.
Oh, that's
And with
good.
Mm.
Myra, I would also, I think for you, you don't mind taking the time to do your hair, but you would prefer to have something that could whip it up into shape real fast so you can keep going.
Felicia, I feel like we know each other.
You're like, we go together.
We go together.
So and because you have color on your hair, um, I think a lot of your products have to have very low alcohol content.
Mm.
And there's a young woman that I found out about, and we need to have this conversation a whole nother time because this is a product
Mhm.
conversation.
Okay.
She lives in Montreal, Canada, and she gave me her product, and it is amazing. I could not believe, like, it's different. I've tried a
Mhm.
lot of products. This one's different. And I
Ooh,
think your hair will love it
okay.
because she went in. She went in.
Mm.
And I met her in Paris. So I saw her in Paris a few weeks ago at the big hair show.
Mm.
She's like, I came to your very first workshop here like 15 years ago. It's like, oh my God. She was like, yeah. And I told you I was going to create this product, and you told me I could do it. I don't
Mm.
remember none of that conversation, but I'm
Wow.
glad that she did. Like, it made me feel
Wow.
good that she was like, yeah. And you told me, like, and it's huge now. This girl's blown up.
Oh,
So her products would be great for you because they're
okay.
soft, but they still hold the texture, your natural texture. They didn't feel hard.
Mm.
They didn't feel like a whole bunch of like what do you call it? Like build up and
Yeah.
cast on your hair, anything like that. Your hair, Myra, if you put the wrong product in it, it's gonna hold it. Like
Mhm.
to, and if it don't like it, it may take a little while for it to get back right. You know,
Mhm.
I don't mean weeks, but just like, let's say you put a shampoo, don't use extract.
Hmm.
Don't use things that say extract. Not that
Okay.
they're bad, but just because extract means it's going to pull out everything, the
Mhm.
sebum off your scalp, the everything. Now you want your hair clean, but you don't want it to get in and start taking the sebum, which helps balance the
Oh, that's
softness
good.
all the way out. People with hair that gets oily and stringy and heavy with
Mhm.
oils, they want the extract. They want to strip
Okay.
down like that. Me and you, we need to use a soft shampoo
Mhm.
where it keeps our sebum intact so that it's not such a hard, it doesn't make our hair feel hard and rough.
Yes.
So lastly, I will say, because I'm a nerd, so you guys got me
I love
started.
this.
Bring it, bring it.
If you run across a product, a shampoo that dries your hair out severely, right away add some conditioner into into the shampoo. Add some
Mm.
conditioner with it, it'll soften it, and then shampoo your hair. That
Mm.
way you don't waste the shampoo and go, I spent this money, this stuff sucks, you know.
So
Oh,
good.
yes. Thank you for all of
Thank
that. I've
you.
received all of that. Would you say you're self-taught, especially when it comes to the products? Because it's almost like you're a scientist with this. Did you teach yourself about this just from experience or?
Yes. Yes. And every hairstyle I've given a client, I've worn. I want to know, like, how
Mm.
long can they wear this? What's the night keep, the day keep?
Mm.
What's it gonna do? So
Mm.
the only thing I haven't done is a wash and go, and
Mm.
that's because my hair don't want that. Hair don't want that. It starts
Oh,
out like Kai's hair, and then it
Yeah.
ends up like some like a little African boy afro, you
Yeah.
know. So, but yeah, I am self-taught because I really, really love hair. I left corporate America to do this.
so
People
what did you do in corporate America?
everything. Oh my God. I worked at Ray Charles. It's in this book too. But I
Ooh.
worked at Warner Brothers on the lot. I worked at the Cartoon Network, BET. BET was my first real like big thing. I worked in the music industry in AR, the rap
Mm. Wow.
department. That was rough. That one really ran me out of there. I was like, I'm good. I don't want I don't want this no more.
Mm.
Because of we were talking off camera about music and how it holds a vibration.
Mhm.
And I realized when I was working in the rap department, the A&R rap, that a lot of that music was, and it wasn't even the where it is now. Now it's way worse. Then it was bad enough. And I was like, I feel dark, like at the end of the like
Mm.
feel good. There's a lot of sexual harassment in the office. I was like, I don't like any of this.
Mm.
So that really ran me out of there. And I was like, I'm going to cosmetology school at
Mm.
30. Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds like it's a spirit. I mean, this is spiritual work for you too. Like when you talk about energy, energy's in our hair, right? And so you're holding sacred space, I would say, for your clients by being in their hair. It's an intimate connection. Kyla and I were even talking about how that you're into their crown chakras, right? If people know about the chakras, that intimate space
Mhm.
where you're connected, like that's the spiritual connection goes through your crown chakra. And how does that connect with you and the work you do? Does it feel like spiritual work to you?
So it does when, okay, if you do something the same way every day, you can start to get used to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you step away from it for a minute and then you come back, you're able to appreciate it different.
Mm-hmm.
So because I'm able to step away and do so many different levels to this thing and genres I can work on Issa, and then then I'm in Issa's world doing Issa. It's not about Felicia Leatherwood, and then I go to Lenny Kravitz and I'm in Lenny's world, and it's and then I come back and then I'm in Felicia Leatherwood world, and people need things from there, and then I go to my family's house and I'm Michelle,
Mm-hmm.
which is my middle name.
Mm-hmm.
So the work is spiritual because I'm able to step back with the grassroots of it and be with clients that aren't on TV, and I still do, even though I don't do as much hair as I used to, I still make sure that I stay grounded with people that are just blue collar workers or just in life doing everyday life stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I need that. I can't just always be Hollywood celebrity. You get like caught up in a whole. It's a very different world. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
probably know. It's different. It's a
Yeah.
whole different vibe. You honestly, it's like stepping into this invisible screen, and once you get on the other side, it's just different.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And it's fast moving, and you're on planes and trains, hotels. Um, yeah, it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like to be at home, washing hair, talking to clients, them sharing things with me looking at their hair, me saying to them, "What you been eating?"
Mm-hmm.
It's telling me, and they go, "How you know?" So and also I have a question for y'all, for you both. Do you get? Do you ever ask someone, that's coming to see you for something specific, how's it been going? And you could tell by the answer that they don't want you to judge them, so they don't really tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of that.
Mhm.
I have a
Mhm.
lot of of that kind of situation. Um, And I have to read between that.
Uh,
Yeah.
Our work is so similar, you know?
mm,
I mean, you know, Myra and I do a lot of coaching and facilitating, and really it's soul work, right? It's connecting, it's being a vessel for the divine to speak through us, to really connect with somebody to see what's really going on. And
mhm.
it sounds like that's what you do too. At the core of what you do, it's really about connecting and intuition and healing too.
Yeah. Yeah. And you care about people deeply, that also
I'm
shows up.
about to care about this dog because he's like, we
You
were
now
doing
want to get
so
into
good.
this too.
Yeah, we were doing so well. So one of my favorite people just walked into this house, and it's my
Mm.
nephew. Um,
Mm.
no, I'm doing a podcast right now, but hi nephew, I'm on a
Hi,
podcast.
nephew.
Hi.
So anyway, yeah. So he's like one of my favorite. He and my brother.
Oh.
But so I think repeat your question. Actually, I'm sorry.
It was almost a comment. It was a recognition, just about, how much you care, you know, about people in general, their hair, yes, but the well-being of those that you encounter. And I don't know, Kylie, if there
Yes.
was more to.
But you know what's funny though, Kylie? Like you guys, my mom is exactly like this. She's a lady goes to the
Mm.
hospital when she's sick and checks on people,
Mm,
goes to everybody's, everything that's happening with everybody. She's like, we got to go to Sister Someone's. We got to go. So I make it my business when I'm in town to go check on my mom's friends, to call
mm,
up, check on them, to make, like it's. I think because my mother's from the country, it's
mm.
like a Southern thing to do, right? And so I have a lot of her in me, and also my mother turned around as she's gotten older. It's like you care about so many people. I don't think they care about you the same way. You need to worry about yourself.
Mhm.
Like, "Hey, worry about yourself and take care of you first." And so I think about her at times when people have put themselves first. Like if we
Mhm.
have a plan, like, hey, let's go to this new restaurant, and they're like, yeah, let's try it. And then I talk to them, and I'm like, you ready to go? Like, oh, I went last week. I'm like, well, I thought we had a plan. Well, I was hungry, and that's when my mother's words come. Take care of
Mm.
yourself.
Take care of yourself first.
Yes, but I'm still in the world of this world that we're living in now is very interesting.
Mm,
And
Yeah.
so now you have to have big discernment
Yeah.
about who to open your arms to.
mhm,
It's
Yeah.
mm.
changing. We're in a more spiritual time, I believe, and I
Yes.
think you both understand. It's not the practical things that you see with your eye anymore. It's what you feel
Mhm.
with your heart now.
Yeah.
And so that's a new navigation. I
Yeah.
think I've been preparing for this moment forever. Without
Mm.
warning.
Word.
Yeah.
So now I see a lot of people, they're contacting me because they're hurting and they're looking through their eyes, and they're using their eyes to judge their feelings. And I'm like, hold on,
Mm,
notice. You can be in the room and notice the colors, but don't put a definition on what you feel yet. Just let it sit and resonate with you before you start labeling things. And what this is one of the biggest things I want to say. And I don't know why I'm saying this. Maybe somebody needs it. I used to wake up years ago. I would wake up and I would always wake up with what's wrong with this day. I would go through my list of like, what's wrong? Oh, I got that bill. I got to take. Oh, I got to take the car. Oh, I got to go. So I would go through this list. And then I got a hold of this book, and I can't remember the name of the book, but it basically said, don't look at the bad moments. Look at the best moments of your life and keep thinking those over and over and over again until you make them a part of yourself.
Mm.
And I did. I started being like, oh, yesterday I went and I did a really great walk in the park and the sun was shining. Okay, yeah. Oh, and I got to see my friend. So I started looking at that. My life changed, y'all.
Oof.
Started waking up and thinking about the best parts of the day. It could
Mhm.
just be as simple as I'm about to go get the best cup of coffee I have had from my favorite coffee store.
Yep.
And it brings you up. And then you start attracting all this goodness.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
now people are contacting me and they're telling me they're waking up depressed. I go, what are your thoughts? And I'm not even certified for any of this. This is just friends talking or people I've met through friends that feel like they can talk to me in this way. And they're sharing with me all the depressive things that they keep rolling through day after day, week after week, and starting their day with this thought. So
Mm.
when do you feel good? They had to comb through when they felt good.
Yeah. Wow.
Mm.
So
Wow.
we got work to do, y'all. I'm on
We
the hair,
do.
but I think we're all connected in a way.
Mhm.
We got healing work to do.
Yeah. And we
Yeah.
are here for a time such as this. Like,
Mhm.
we came here for this moment to share this wisdom. And you're absolutely right. You know, our thoughts, our emotions, and our emotions are energy and motion. So
Yeah.
that those are magnets.
Yeah.
So if we're looking at the doom and gloom and the things that are going bad, then that's what we will attract. And if
Mhm.
we're in a place of gratitude and possibilities and excitement and love, that's what we will see more of too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And especially at a time like this, and whew, when there's so much that we could get caught up in if you keep
Yeah.
the news on, or if you let yourself be sucked into the circumstances of the day, it could destroy
Mhm.
us.
Yeah.
You don't even have to keep the
Yeah.
news on. If you have a cell
Okay.
that could come straight across the screen,
Right.
you're like, I don't even want to know this.
Right.
I
Right.
didn't ask for that.
Well, no,
Mm.
Okay.
but you know, I have a lot of people that they contact me. They're melting, and I'm like, this is your time to know who you are.
Yep.
You're a warrior, or you're gonna lay down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, and warrior doesn't mean you're gonna go fight some war. You're a warrior for yourself. You take a stand
Yeah.
for you. You know, you're strong for you. You get out of bed for you. You
Mm.
choose this life for you. So
Mhm.
a lot of this, I'm kind of like in this place where I kind of like hopscotch or double dutch back and forth between this ain't a real place. This place is weird. This is not a
Uh-huh.
so why'd they do that? You know, like
Mm.
or like this is a multiverse. It's not a real place. And then I'm
Mm.
like, but dang, why I get this parking ticket?
Right. Right.
Ah.
So
I'm
Yeah.
curious, because you're so wise. You're so wise, Felicia. Where do you derive who do you turn to or glean wisdom from or pay attention to or listen to for guidance and insight?
that's
Mm.
really that's a great question. Hmm. I call you and Lovey. No, so one of my favorite people to talk to when I get a wall is my brother.
Mhm.
My brother
Hmm.
is an incredible human being. If you ever meet my brother and you get an opportunity to really just sit down and rack his brain for like an hour, you'll come out of there like, whoa, this was great.
Wow.
He's my little brother, but he's somehow become the master and he feels like my older brother. Like he's passed
Mhm.
me up with, you know, and so he's the guy. Like when stuff gets weird and I'm like, I don't know. I'm calling my brother.
Yeah.
He's my rock. He is my rock. But most of the time I really sit and I just ask questions
Mm.
and I ask my ancestors to guide me. And sometimes, and this is going to sound a little strange, But I'll say to future Felicia to show me the way. I'd be like, I know you already did this, so I need you to show me which way to go on this one because
Mm-hmm. That's good.
everything's been done already. We're in the present, the past, the future, the everything.
So true.
And so, I mean, that's what I believe anyway. And so there's times that I'll be like, future Felicia, should I make this? Should I do this? Should I go
Mm-hmm.
and buy this real estate or move here or do that? Or is this good? You know,
Mm.
I go to sleep and I play my Solfeggio waves or my megahertz and dreams and I get confirmation. And I go, okay. And sometimes we hit things that don't feel good and they feel like mistakes, but they're not. They're really great lessons that could have been worse, but it was
Mm-hmm.
a little warning shot instead of an actual bullet. And we
Mm.
get it like that. We melt down, like, oh my God, I can't believe. I'm like, could have been worse. You're good.
Mm.
You're good.
Mm.
That's
Mm.
powerful. I want to fangirl for a moment. So you mentioned Issa Rae a couple times. I love Issa Rae, and I especially love her hair on Insecure. And so I'm curious: are you responsible for Issa Rae's hair on Insecure? And can you talk about, if so, like, can you talk about the inspiration? It felt like it was so innovative and creative, and it was like another character on the Insecure show.
So yes, I did all the hairstyles on her, and then I think season 3 it was her and Natasha Rothwell that
Ah,
were working with.
yes.
Mm.
She's so
Yes. Take
Kelly.
us back. Take
So,
us back.
yeah, and I love Natasha. She's an amazing human being. And so the best thing about Insecure that I don't think people really know, but I completely appreciate is they didn't try to tell me to do anything. They just let me go. They let me.
Wow.
It was the best job to have. I got to create and do whatever as long as Issa was fine with it.
Ah,
That is amazing. It was
She's
so
amazing because she's
good.
there and she just like do whatever. Like she don't even, you know, nothing. She's great. And
well,
so
she trusts you. She trusts you. She
Yeah.
knows
sometimes I try to go out, like now, I try to go out the box. Yesterday, I tried to go out the box and she was like, nah.
you.
She's like, all right, never mind. Let me bring it.
Let me bring it back.
Yeah, every now and
You're
then,
an artist. You're an artist.
creative. She'd be like, nah, not this one. But I love that. And I love when she says that because she's so accommodating and just easy. So
Mm.
my inspiration was y'all, was all the naturals in the world. I wanted to create hairstyles that made us look great, that represented the natural hair community in a way where people were mesmerized. No one can do what we do. We don't get it yet. All of our gifts we take for granted, and it makes sense because it's natural from the beginning of time.
Just like our hair.
It was instilled in us from the beginning of time. So why would you like go around thinking that you're off? Why? Because it's natural. You know what I mean? Like your melanin, the melanin in our skin unlocks universes. We don't even think about that.
Yeah.
So I needed to bring it back. Even with my book, Root Therapy, it's to bring us back to who we truly are. We're manifestors. We affirm. We have gifts, talents that go beyond. And it's not even a competition. That's what people don't get. Every single being here, every lineage, every culture has its place and contribution to the world and humanity. Ours just happens to be really great. I'm just saying.
Just saying.
So good. Well,
The originators.
you provided so much inspiration for me through your creating through hairstyles on the show that, it's inspired me in my cut, the color, different styles I've tried over time. Just so inspired
But
by
can
your
you turn to the
creativity.
side? I want to see. I
It's
want.
it's just
It's so cute.
oh, thank you. And I've had it where I braided it up on the sides where I've seen in the styles on Insecure. Like I've tried it all.
I love this.
I'm inspired.
This is your hair, and this is your color. This is
Thank you.
Yes, yes. This length on you too it's just so good.
Mm.
It's
And I
so
got
good.
some tips
who
now,
does your hair?
Kailei.
Tell them I'm.
Yes, I will. It's a barber here in Atlanta. And I've been going to him. That's another thing about connecting with hairstylists. I was telling Kylie, I've been going to my barber for 12 years. It becomes a relationship. You all create these spaces where I trust him. We have conversations. Like it becomes a relationship where it is therapy in the chair, right? And I go to him and I know I can feel comfortable just saying, do what you need to do. That's what you all create. You all create that safety.
Yeah, that
I love it.
trust.
I love it.
Well, only have two more questions for you, Felicia. One, talk about your new book. Who do you think this book is for? Because it comes out on August 11th, is it?
Yes.
August 11th, 2026. You can pre-order now.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes.
I ordered mine
So,
already.
Ooh, I gotta do it.
Yes. So
um,
who is root therapy for?
so root therapy is for everybody. I think the age that it would start really resonating would probably be about 12, 13 years old. It would resonate.
Okay.
But I did take some of the stories in the book and I've animated them so that you get to visually see what's in the book. And I've animated probably the most decorative stories, like the ones that really stuck out to me.
Mhm.
One, when I was a kid, my grandma put a whole bunch of grease in my hair. I don't know. She was using like Vaseline or something. I don't know what she was using, but she put a whole bunch in my hair. And I went outside to play, and it was like 100 degrees outside, and the sun started cooking the oil. So smoke was coming out of my hair. And kids
No.
were like, what is going on? So they're laughing. I'm like, why are you smoking? And I run and look at the car window, like my reflection, and I see it, and I'm like, oh my God. So there's that. There's a
Oh my
lady who
goodness.
came to me who had locks, and once again, ancestral spirit said, ask her a few questions. And I asked her, do you have any bumps, bruises, or anything? Because has anyone ever asked you that when you sat in their chair? They don't really ask you
Mm-mm.
that, right?
No.
Do you have anything I should know about with your scalp? No,
Mm-mm.
never get that question. So
Mm-mm.
that question I asked her, she said, no, not really. I take her to shampoo. She's like, I do have this one little, it's like a little bump in the back of my head, but it's something that runs in the family. It's nothing. So I was like, okay. But Spirit said, put gloves on. Put the gloves on. Shampooed her hair. Avoided the area she said. I could feel a little something. I was like, I'm not going to touch that. I don't know. Take her back to the chair, y'all. And I started to part through her locks to retwist them. And all of a sudden, I see what she mentioned. It is huge. It's like this big pussy.
Oh
It almost
no.
looked like an eyeball looking back at me.
Oh
Goodness.
my gosh.
And I, in my head, lost it,
Oof.
but had to be cool
Yeah.
and ask questions that didn't seem like I was judging her,
Mm.
having an icky moment.
Mhm.
That was difficult.
Mm.
So there's like things like that.
Mhm.
Left the weave in her hair for a year. Came in. I took it
Huh?
and I
Oh,
found
yeah.
like Dorito chips, potato chip twigs. I found a dried up dead baby spider in her hair. Like, so there's like a lot of stories in this book
Wow.
that there's so many. Like,
Wow.
yeah, there's a lot that I've
Oh my
learned through
goodness.
just being
Yeah.
there for so many years. And so there's my stories and the stages of my life with my hair and my trauma. And then there's the celebrities that contributed
Mhm.
to the book, which I'm super grateful for. Simone Missick, from All Rise,
Mhm.
Tiana Paris. Um, you know, there's so many stories, and then all the
Mhm.
clients all over the world. So
Yeah.
I really hope y'all, yes. And the most incredible part for me was the audio. Doing the audio
Ooh.
was an experience. And
Mhm.
not only was an experience, it was emotional
Mm.
because I had to try to get across to the listener what was happening. And
Mhm.
these stories, people were crying. It was a lot. And,
Yeah, it's like reliving the moments, I would imagine.
and when I first got in that studio, I was like, what's all this box of Kleenex for? Later
Mm.
on, I found out, I was like, oh my God, it's a lot.
Mm.
At the end of the day, I would come home and I would just knock out. I was exhausted. And I would
Mm.
talk to Lovey and I was like, man, this is a lot. I didn't realize that it's an emotional thing. She's like, yeah.
Mm.
Wow. Whew. Well, we end every episode, or at least this season, with some growth work. So, something that we can do that you can share with us, that we can do, actions we can take over the next couple of weeks to, yeah, to further what we have conversed about today.
One of my favorite things to do, and I do it a lot to the point to when I just needed to hear it, it shows up, is at night. I say I love you, Felicia. I say it over and over and I fall asleep like that. And so
Mhm.
now I notice whenever I just need to wrap myself in spiritual, emotional arms of Felicia, it shows up and it says, I love you, Felicia. And so I
Mhm.
really want people to start to say to themselves, because every time, if you ever have done any kind of therapy, they always tell you talk to your younger self, talk
Yeah.
to little you. And you're like, what? I forgot about her. I don't even, you know,
Mm.
and so, and I don't have children, but I know parents that do. They say I love you to their kids when they put them to sleep at night. So if there's
Mhm.
this little version of you that hasn't healed, why wouldn't you start to say I love you? Why wouldn't you be like, I love you, Kylie, I love you, Myra? Like, why? You need to nourish that part. And so
Mm.
that's what I do. I spend those moments in at night when it's dark to say I love you, Felicia, and get back to the little me that needs that.
It's brilliant.
Mm, beautiful.
Mm.
Felicia, Felicia Leatherwood, a gift. You are a gift.
Yeah. From the beginning, I mean, just so much wisdom. My whole soul is nourished, and my hair is gonna be nourished because I got some tips now.
Right?
I know you guys are about to have me do a workshop. I had to reel it
Yeah.
back. I went on the
We'll take a workshop, Felicia. If
Yes,
we need to
we
do a
will.
beyonding workshop with Felicia Leatherwood, we will do
Mm.
it.
yeah, I went on a tangent. So thank you
No,
for
thank you.
allowing me to just be in this space who I truly am, and
Yeah.
that is a hair nerd. You know, like
Yes.
that loves people. So thank you so much, both of you, so much for this opportunity. It was just wonderful. And if you
Mhm.
ever do anything physically in person with a group, please invite me. I would love to be a part of it.
Yes,
Ooh,
yes,
Way.
Felicia.
you ain't said nothing but a word.
Nothing but a word.
Yeah,
Yes,
we can do a
we would
whole,
love to have you.
you know, because even in the book, there's a call to action after each chapter, of a reflection, and I think that that in physical form would be amazing.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, and if you're coming to Atlanta, I mean, we will host you for a book talk now, Felicia.
Please,
Mhm.
yes. I actually have some dates. I'm supposed to be there. I'll let you both know in the email. I have
No.
Janine send it. Yeah.
Yes, let
I'm
us know.
super excited.
Yes. Heard it
Yeah.
here first, y'all.
Okay.
Well, Felicia, thank you again.
Thank
Thank you again. Best of
you.
luck to an incredible, incredible launch of this book. And we're
Yes.
already claiming that it is going to heal so many people and
Mm.
it will do the work that it is here to do.
Thank you.
Yes.
And
Yes.
thank
This is
you, everybody. Yeah,
beyonding.
this is Beyonding.
Group therapy. It's actually it's at Barnes and Noble, Amazon, Simon and Schuster. So thank
Mhm.
you.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you all. Be well.
Be well.
Bye.